is a magic moment for me because I've met Basil Brush many times, performed, well, with another, he's not a puppet, he's a, you know, but anyway, with a puppet. But this time I'm going to be a Mr., you know, to Mr. Basil. So I'm terribly excited, but let me introduce you straight away to Mr. Basil Brush.
Boom, 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 let me hear you say whale. Say boom, 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 let me hear you say whale. Say boom, 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 let me hear you say whale. Say boom, 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 let me hear you say whale. There's some brushes on the mic, screaming fans is what I like. If you want to join my crew, this is what you have to do. Wave your hands in the air, wave them around like you don't care. I'm the part of the best team. All you've got to do is scream.
Magnificent members of the Puppet Guild, if you are having a good time, give me a yes, Basil. Yeah! Give me a boom, boom, Basil. Boom, boom, Basil. Give me an I would walk 500 miles. I would walk 500 more. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. You daft lot. How wonderful to be here. It's a true honour to be here at this AGM. I always wonder what AGM stood for, and sometimes it's a good moon. I've got to say here, no, you're all in wonderful spirit today. It's truly marvellous, but I do need to check the demographic of my audience this afternoon, so I can just make sure and say who I'm talking to. So give us a big cheer if you grew up with me in the noughties with Mr. Stephen on CBBC. Quite a lot of you. Give us a big cheer if you grew up with me in the 60s and 70s with Mr. Derek and Mr. Roy! We've defibrillators on standby. Boom, boom! Thank you, you've been waiting for that one. Now, I must say, when I arrived here today, the management couldn't do enough for me, so they didn't bother. But they didn't mind when I said I need an escalator to allow me on and off the stage. To demonstrate, allow me to indulge, this is my escalator I take with me everywhere. Crikey, there's a bloke down here. And I come up the lift, and then a little travelator like at Heathrow Airport. And I can't play on a trampoline. Get my steps in. Slow motion like the John Lewis Christmas advert. And looking around the room, I'm sure some of you might have one of these. Ronnie's got one of these. I've got a stabber stair lift. Forgotten why I'm going down now. Oh, and if I need to make a quick getaway, like any Prime Minister in Downing Street, I've got an escape slide. Then I wait for the applause to die down. So I am here, in fact, to answer questions. Having won the Weakest Link twice, I am hoping that I'll get a prize. So please welcome Mr. Ronnie Le Drew to be my latest Mr. Can you get up? Do you need to stand?
I need to stand, yeah.
Do you need to stand?
I'm fine.
So I'm here now to answer lots of questions on your behalf, or maybe you can answer me as well. Mr. Ronnie, fire away.
Thank you, Mr. Basil.
Oh, thank you so very much.
I've never brushed your brush before.
That's a fiver. Thank you. Nothing comes cheap. I've seen the accounts.
Oh! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a question for you, Mr. Basil.
Yes, you've got a question. Okay.
What's the secret behind your signature boom boom?
What?
How did you become? How did it become your catch?
What boom boom? Where did that?
Yes, where did you?
Well, funnily enough, it's not a secret actually.
Oh.
Basically, old-time music hall. We've all seen some of that. There's all the drama that would always do the boom boom at the end of a gag. which then, yes, continued into pantomime. There'll always be in a pantomime with a joke and it'll go boom at the end. That's one story. The other story was 1963 in the David Nixon show, when they had those old-fashioned boom microphones up in the top, in the gods there, they were miking me with a boom, and just as I was doing a joke, somebody dropped the boom, and on its way down he shouted, boom! Boom! It hit me on the head, everybody laughed, and it stayed there ever since. Which of those two stories is true, you can work out for yourselves, and I don't like which, but it's one of those.
Well, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Now, you've been on TV for so many years.
Yes.
Do you ever get nervous before a performance?
Never on television, especially nowadays on television, because you do it again, because very few things are live on television. Of course, when I'm going out to do pantomimes or live shows, it's always excitement. I never get actually nervous, I'm more excited to get out there and have a blooming good time. Like today, I wasn't sitting back there nervous, I'm just excited to come and see so many friends, because that's what we are here. We're friends.
Absolutely.
Is
Wonderful.
that somebody's phone? Yeah, that might be my agent.
I don't know. I've got
Come
another.
on, come on, come on. You're right. Come on. Next question. Go on.
Thank you very much.
That's right.
I was a bit worried. I thought you were having a little turn. Anyway,
That's a turn. Oh. Grab my mouth again like that. Grab it.
too much. Too much.
Okay.
Now, if you now let me see. You've
Yes.
worked with so many famous celebs over the years.
Yes.
Have you any favourites?
Favourite celebrities? I mean, actually, if you remember in the 1960s and 70s, we always used to have a band come onto the Basil Brush show. And ABBA was probably the most famous band that I ever had on the show. But over the time, it was meeting royalty. They were always the most famous people that I ever met. And I will never forget that I was doing the pantomime in the 70s at the Palladium with Cilla Black. And the royal family couldn't come for security reasons. So I had a personal invite to Kensington Palace to do a performance, do a child's show for William and Harry, when we liked them both. It was really... and Lady Di made me a nice cup of tea and didn't mind when I drank the ginger nuts. And it was really lovely. So I think the most famous person I ever met was Lady Di.
One.
And she was lovely. Yeah, she was lovely. Thank you.
Right, now, if you could collaborate with any other iconic puppet or character, who would it be?
Oh, crikey. Well, because I like the limelight, it'd probably be Sooty, because he doesn't say much. But of course it might be Zippy and George, because they're around and you're standing right next to me.
I am indeed. Thank
So
you
I'd
very
have to
much.
say Zippy and George.
You're very kind, Basil. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, no,
And I know Zippy loves performing with you.
Oh, he does he? That's me being a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, thank you.
You're throwing your voice here, it's a miracle.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yes.
Right. No,
Zippy and George.
Yeah, thank you, Zippy and George.
Zippy.
That question.
Yeah.
Now, what's a day in the life of Basil Brush when you're not entertaining audiences? What do you sort of do when you're not doing
Oh,
that?
cranky rummage through the bins is one of my pastimes. I do like that. Especially when I'm at the Theatre Royal Windsor doing pantomime, because the royal bins are much nicer than everybody else's bins. And normally, to be honest with you, relaxing, I like to have a nice bath, a jacuzzi. Sometimes I put water in it. And also, to make it a natural jacuzzi, I just eat lots of baked beans and let nature take its course.
I think, should we leave it there now?
Yeah, they got that one, didn't they?
Right, now, my next question is...
Yes,
Ooh.
yes, I'm right. Yes,
You're
yes,
always full of jokes.
Really?
Where do you come up with your best material?
Well, Google search now, to be honest with you. No, but I've got a lot of joke books that I have at home. But the wonderful thing about jokes is really with the kids, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, because they are hearing jokes for the very first time. Now, I know the big wigs in their executive offices go, oh, we've got to have something new. But to be honest with you, for kids, they're hearing it for the first time and understanding language. So I love jokes that are play on words like, what do you call a deer with no eyes?
Well, what do you call a deer with no eyes?
No idea. But you see, for the kids, they suddenly understand the double meaning of no idea. What do you call a deer with no legs and no eyes? Still no idea. Again, it's that... It's that understanding of language and the double entendre that one can get.
Yes,
so really, I just drag up old jokes because I call it recycling, saving the planet.
Excellent. Right, now,
Yes.
if you weren't a famous TV star,
Yes.
what kind of career do you think you'd pursued instead?
Bin man.
Bin man. Well,
It's an obvious one, really, wouldn't
it
it?
was, because you've already indicated that you like
Yes, I do like a rummage through the bins.
Yes.
Yes, I'd have been a bin man or a bin fox.
Now, I have another question. Actually, before I ask this question, could I be very sort of kind and I've seen some wonderful costumes you've got there. Could we share them with the audience?
Oh, yes, why not? Come down here.
Yes,
I've got these lovely
I'll be very,
costumes.
very careful.
Yeah, got these costumes down here.
Here we go. Now, I just...
Just bring them up here.
I'm going to, yes, if I can manage to get up this stairs without falling.
Take your time.
Yeah, I thank you very
I've
much.
got all day.
I wish.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to put those there.
Stand in front of me.
No, I won't stand in front of you. Basil.
He's lovely. So yes, these are my costumes.
Now look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it gorgeous? So that's your kilt. So,
I had that specially made when I went up to do my Unleashed grown-up show at the Edinburgh Fringe in 2019. And look at that there. Yeah, and when I wear that, I go full commando. And it's
charming.
no hint of a Brazilian. But it's
Enough, that's all.
but it really is a wonderful. These are made by a wonderful lady at the Theatre Royal Windsor. She is not a costumier, she makes bespoke clothing for the very rich ladies and gentlemen of Windsor, including the royal family. And she started making them for my pantomimes. This is my wonderful pearly king and queen outfit. So when I do music hall, which I'm doing incidentally coming up shortly at Wilton's, with the lovely Jan Hunt, who used to do Cracker Jack! She's still going, and this was specially made because I'm doing a 20-minute spot at Wilton's in a couple of weeks' time, so do have a look at that and see when I think it's July that we're doing that.
Right. Well,
And that was specially made again for me.
Lovely. Well, I'll try and go along to Wilton's because I love Wilton's.
Yeah, Wilton, that'd be great, that.
Lovely.
And this particular
Oh,
outfit
my
that she's
goodness.
made, I mean, I've got to say, I've done around 150 outfits. This was made for the pageant bus, because I was very fortunate and lucky enough to be at the front of the pageant bus for the Queen's 90th Jubilee. And that was specially made again, and I treasure these, you know. And in fact, the one I'm wearing is my Greatest Showman outfit.
It's fabulous.
I'm Hugh, you know, lovely
Yeah,
Hugh.
of course, yeah.
Lovely Hugh Jackman.
Marvellous.
But again, specially made. So these are purpose-built. I don't think anybody else could wear these except Kylie Minogue. Boom, boom! Just wanted to do that for you.
I know, I'm very pleased. Thank you very much.
Don't lean on that, we'll fall over.
No, I know, I don't want to do that. Right.
Right.
I've got your last question.
The last question. Do I
Yes,
get
you
a
do.
prize after that? Do I get a prize?
Yes, you do. Wait a minute. I was going to... You've ruined my surprise.
I've got a
I
surprise.
love your wiggling tail. It's
Thank you.
wonderful. You rush. Anyway, is there
You
a
should get one.
Is there a special message you'd like to share with all your fans who loved you for all these wonderful years that you've been a star?
Well, what is wonderful, and it never ceases to surprise me, and I'm truly honoured, is that wherever I go, people seem to say, I grew up with you, Basil, which is quite incredible when I'm out there with people who are in their 70s, and also entertaining people who are only 7 years old, growing up with me on YouTube. And the 20-year-olds who were there on CBBC, it is quite remarkable. So the biggest thank you for supporting this little hard-working furry fox. And always remember, laughter is the best medicine, and only if you're really sick do you call an ambulance. Boom, boom!
Excellent. Basil, before you go, I have
Yes.
something special to give to you. I have to go down these stairs again now.
Can I go down here? So, with the trouble with going down, it means you have to come back up again.
Yes, it's true. Now,
Oh, I see.
the Guild, you see, is a very special organisation.
Oh, we must get a photograph with
We
these.
will get a photograph, I'm sure. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Muriel Shutt Lifetime Achievement Award, and it's awarded to Mr. Basil Brush this year. So please.
Oh, thank you. Oh, let's get a photo. That's great.
Yes, again, it's all happening, Basil. Smile at the camera.
Right, where's the
The
camera?
camera's to your left and
To my left a little bit there. There's my camera.
And it's all been photographed for life, and it'll probably, your picture
Oh,
will
thank-
probably appear in the Puppet Master.
Oh, I look forward to that.
And you're going to get one of those as well, but I'll put it on the technical
I was going to say, it'd be difficult for me to hold that.
No, I
Yeah.
know. Anyway,
Thank you
very,
so very much.
Basil. It's been an honour and a pleasure, and we're going to have a little break, aren't we now?
Shall I go down the slide, escalator, or stand stairlift?
Slide.
Slide. All right, I like the slide. Here we go. There we go.